Welcome back to Chow Time Pods. Your host, Red. I got a video today from the Modern King.
The only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid. Can you sit down on the couch for a second? Sits down and said, we're done. We're getting a divorce. And she tried everything. She begged. All right, y'all. So do you side with a man or woman in the case I'm about to present here? Okay. I'm actually going to side with the man on it, but I'd like to hear what you have to say. So this man and this woman, husband and wife, they're having a party. They've been married for a couple years. Okay. And the guy's stepkid, her kid, you know, is there at the party. Everybody's having a good time or whatever. And he's giving relationship advice to some of their friends. Okay. And she comes over and says, don't take relationship advice from him. And he says, thinks she's playing around and says, well, it got me you, didn't it? And he gives her a kiss or whatever. And she says, the only reason you got me is because I was recently divorced, scared, and I had a kid. And basically,
diabolical. The only reason you got me because I was desperate and I needed someone.
He was a safe choice. And he goes silent, right? And I mean, I don't know. That would be so freaking devastating. Okay. But
it's devastating. On top of that, it was in public in front of his friends.
But a couple days later, she realizes how silent and how affected he is. And she tries apologizing. He said, I'll be okay. And then like 2 weeks later, she's starting to get into panic because he will not talk to her. He won't do anything. She starts cooking his favorite foods, trying to do all the things that he likes, even goes so far as to have their kids go stay at her parents' house, or his stepkid and her kid go stay at the parents' house. And then she takes him somewhere that was important to them. And they go stay a couple nights there. And then when they come back, he goes to work for a couple days. He comes back. As soon as he walks in the door, he said, can you sit down on the couch for a second? Sits down and said, we're done. We're getting a divorce. And she tried everything. She begged him not to go. She said, I love you now. I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. I actually side with the guy on this, and I'm not trying to be mean. I understand everybody's situation.
It's like, it's so you love him now, then why tell the story to denigrate this man in front of others like that? Like, you should be grateful. You should be telling him, yeah, you know what? At first I probably wasn't, but you are the great man that you are.
Situation would be
but
different.
No, you just
but the fact of the matter is, and a lot of people are going to say, no, you work harder on a marriage. To me, that contract's null and void because she did not love him when she got into the relationship. Okay, she saw safety. She was panicked after her recent divorce, being a stay-at-home mom with a single kid. So she latched onto the first guy she didn't even love because he had money and could provide safety, and that's what she did, and admitted that's what she did.
And this is exactly why we tell a lot of men, you guys out there, it ain't worth it. Dealing with single mothers is not usually worth it. Like, maybe there's 0.5% somewhere that's worth it. But most of the time, you're going to deal with very similar things to this. How they actually don't truly see you as the first pick. Why? Because they had a child with someone else.
And so when he found out, he's like, oh, you don't love me? I don't want you then. Do you agree with this guy for divorcing her? She said she admitted she didn't love him. She just chose him for safety. And to me, that would be about the only more devastating thing a woman could do is love me and then cheat on me, which to me means she never really loved me in the first place. But let me know what your thoughts are. I would definitely side with the guy on this. But I understand everybody's got their own opinion.
Like I said in the last video, it is shocking how many of them are perfectly okay with disrespecting their man, thinking he's just going to laugh it off.
Again, it's disrespecting, like, behind closed doors is one thing, but doing it in public is just so beyond me.
No man with self-respect is ever going to overlook something like that. But, ironically enough, I have a feeling that the same individuals who think boredom is a reason to get divorced would see a problem with this.
This is exactly why we tell men, vet women very carefully, especially the men that want relationships, the men that want kids, the men that want a legacy, that want a family. Maybe you're not into marriage, but you want those things, so you have to put yourself out there. That's why I'm excited to have the Wing Girl Method as a sponsor of today's video. You know, I don't promote dating or getting married that much, but I do promote getting into a relationship, finding a good partner, finding someone to build a family with, to have kids with, that are going to love your kids and love you. Those are important things in life, right? And the hard part is trying to get men out there to do these things. And I know it's hard because it's hard to flirt with women. It's hard to deal with women when the back end of being called a creep is there, but you have to do the work. And it's much easier to do the work when you have a great method that has been proven. Let's be honest, most of us guys out there suck at flirting. I was one of them. You had to go through so much trials and tribulations and a lot of rejection, right? But that's where the wing girl method comes in. It was found by renowned dating expert and actually fellow YouTuber Marnie, your personal wing girl. She has helped thousands of men transform their dating lives with this actual science-backed method of flirting. Her channel has actually grown over to 1.4 million subscribers, as being featured on MTV, Dr. Drew, Ask Men, and even Penthouse. Her goal is to help improve men's dating lives. This is for those that want to break free from the dating and flirting failures and finally date the women they desire. If you're not taking action now, other men are just going to take the opportunity that you're too scared to go after. This step-by-step formula can actually change everything for you. You don't have to be the Chad or Tyrone type or even have massive money in the bank to get women to eagerly want to date you, sleep with you, or even be with you. And because the Wing Girl method is the sponsor of today's video, they're offering my viewers an unbeatable deal. Just click the link in the description now and grab your exclusive preview of the F formula completely free. Plus, if you decide to pick up the full program, you'll get a 20% off extra. Look, if you're tired of failing at flirting and being stuck on the sidelines, stop wasting time. Take control of your dating life. Click the link below to access right away.
I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids, and if I wouldn't have...
Wouldn't you be ashamed of your 3 kids? Your 3 kids are a blessing, bundle of joy. Blessing from the Most High God. But continue.
If I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
I mean, you can have 3 kids without 3 baby daddies, just saying.
Whoa there, boy. Whoa there, buddy. 3 baby daddies? 3 of them.
Yeah.
But maybe
3
I'm
by
a
3
character. But continue.
But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit. So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
It seems like the other men that you have children didn't want to come with the 4 equip, the so-called total package, or what y'all ladies call, we are a package deal. Even though they step into your lives, buy clothes, provide everything you need that you wanted your first 3 children's father to do, but they never did. This man comes in, now he's second in command behind you and your children. Well, third in command, knowing he's the head of the household and he provides. But now he has to come equipped for a 4-piece, like we had Popeyes or we had KFC.
Hey, Popeyes Tuesday deal 2-piece used to be the bomb. Nowadays, it's just a ripoff.
There's some churches.
Men cannot accept that women are single by choice because most men are not single by choice.
What type of men exactly are they talking to? Because most of the guys that I know that are single are happily so.
And I'm sure I'll have many men in the comments being like, I'm single by choice. No, you're not.
Why? Because it's inconceivable to some that...
Because women chose it, so men can't do it too, because we're men.
A lot of men's standards are too high to date a lot of the women that they meet out there.
Most women are single by choice because getting a man is the absolute easiest thing to get.
I wonder if they know that getting a man and then keeping a man are 2 different things.
Men don't want to believe that, but guess what? Y'all are easy.
I've often found that it takes experts in those particular matters to recognize it in others.
On the other side of
I love how when they say men are easy, but then who's the one that probably has the higher body count?
the coin, women are mostly difficult to get, okay? And especially now in 2025, women have standards.
I mean, yes and no. Women have standards, but they're much easier to get with than they've ever been in the dawn of time.
That most...
I mean, just the pump and dump at least.
Men do not ever plan on reaching, and if they do, it is usually a temporary fix until the mask falls.
That might have something to do with the fact that almost every woman out there considers herself to be a 10 out of 10 and expects their man to also be a 10 out of 10.
No, they expect that man to be like an 11 or 12.
Quite frankly, a lot of women have unrealistic expectations.
DeKalb County man claims a major triumph in his 3-year quest to protect men from paying child support for children they didn't father. Last year, he helped change Georgia law, and today his work was put to the test with his own future on the line. Fox 5's Lisa Crane has the story.
Okay, the first case is Tony Odom versus Cornell Smith.
But
But it was a case that didn't make it into open court. After years of fighting, a judge today ruled Carnell Smith was not responsible to pay child support to a child he did not father. Almost 3 years ago, a DNA test proved...
You would just think, oh, logically, he's not the father. Oh yeah, we probably shouldn't be charging this guy. But for some reason, logic just leaves the court system at this point.
Proved that the then 11-year-old girl he had thought was his own was not his child. But in Georgia, that didn't mean the end of his own obligation to financially support that child. Smith turned his case into a crusade and helped shape paternity fraud legislation that passed last year. Today, his case was the first to test the new law, and in chambers, the judge terminated his parental...
And we gotta hand it to this man. To fight cases like this costs this man a lot of money, a lot of time. And that including, like, putting himself in the crossfires of these issues.
Rights and obligations.
I feel this is a major victory for defrauded victims everywhere.
There were a lot of people watching this case, like Reverend Randall Robinson. Through DNA testing, he discovered that some of the children he had always thought were his own weren't.
In a previous marriage, and 2 out of the 3 children are not mine. At that time, I still was ordered by the court to pay child support.
And this is the first real test of this new legislation, but it appears right now that even after a man proves he is not the biological father, he must still come to court to end his child support obligation.
And even then, he still might get denied in certain states. This has only been passed in some states.
The lack of basic common sense in the family court system blows my mind.
That's what I said.
The amount of overt bias and sheer ridiculousness fathers face in the family court system is disgusting.
It really is.
I'm glad he was able to get the law changed, so he and other men like him weren't forced to pay for kids they were tricked into believing were theirs. But in a sane world, the law would have never been written in a way to obligate men who weren't the father to financially support the mother for 18 years.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. You are shaking.
I know.
I feel your nervousness from here. Are you okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm perfect.
Okay.
I just want to get it out there. I want to know the truth. She deserves it. She deserves everything.
In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 23-month-old Robin Benning, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
We've seen this clip many times. I let it play through because I think mentally to be hit with this constantly, because this is the other side of you not wanting the child, is you wanting the child and not being yours.
I'm very sorry.
You know who really loses in all of this? It's the children. Of course this gentleman's devastated, but the children truly take the big hit.
It doesn't matter. I'm still going to be there.
And it sucks because this man feels so much pride and sense of joy over this child. He's still going to put in the work to be the father, even though he already knows he's not the father. Do we call this man a simp? Do we trash this man for wanting to stay the father? I don't think we should. I think this man chose to want to be, and he just has to live with the consequences of everything else afterwards.
Mr. Benning, what are your hopes?
I hope Jermaine's mine. I really do. It'd be good to know at least one of my kids is mine. Yeah. I'm looking forward to spending all the time I can with him.
All right. Well, let's get these results. In the case of Benning versus Bodine, when it comes to 6-month-old Jermaine Benning Jr.
He even named him after the man. Named him a junior.
It has been determined by this court Mr. Benning, you are not the father.
The diabolicalness of two pretty fresh newborns, 24 months and 5 months. Not his.
What the? Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Benning.
I got cribs and playpens and toys, and I've done everything that I do, and...
You're a good man, brother. You're a good man. You did what you were supposed to do. The only thing you did wrong was choose a horrible woman. That was your fault on that one, but everything else you did your best.
Miss Bodine, do you know who Jermaine Jr.'s father is?
No, Your Honor. I didn't know that was going to come out like that.
She knows exactly who the father is. Getting pregnant by another man and then tricking a different man into believing they are his kids is not an accident.
Nope.
Not only did she do it once, but she did it twice without a care in the world about how it would impact her kids or the innocent man she lied to.
He just one arm slammer, bam! You done ski at that point. Tombstone!
Men are so superficial.
Would you date a guy that's shorter than you?
Absolutely not. I'd at least 6'2".
At least 6'2".
Yeah.
How tall are you?
5'5".
5'5".
Yeah.
So 6'2".
Well, 5'6", 5'5".
6'2" bare minimum.
Yeah, I just like tall dudes.
I mean, it must have been within 5 seconds that she said, men are so superficial. Next words out of her mouth, oh yeah, I wouldn't date a man under 6'2". I mean, is there any self-awareness? Like, any at all? Women who have not yet reconciled inside themselves that they are every bit as superficial and shallow as men, and they focus on appearance.
They are actually probably more superficial and shallow than men nowadays.
It's just as much. Those women are in for a rude awakening, because that self-image that they have as this morally superior being who doesn't care about looks, that's not gonna last. It can't. It's delusional. It doesn't exist in reality. They don't deserve that positive reputation. It's fake. They have no right to feel so smug. I
mean, Alex isn't wrong, right? Women just have a lot of this fake facade of reputation of being such good people or moral beings and, you know, tender and all these things. But I think most men can easily say, yeah, we've never experienced that.
Just as superficial, arguably more so. But I'm arguing that that's actually where the anger comes from. She's not annoyed that people might see her weight. She didn't stand on the scale in any case. What pisses her off is that her self-image has been threatened. That with these questions, she now has to confront the fact that she's every bit as superficial as she's always claimed men are. And women don't want to give up the feeling of superiority that they have. That's like half of their self-esteem right there is just feeling like they're better than men. She wants to be able to say, I don't date men under 6 foot, while simultaneously saying,
I mean, half of their confidence or self-esteem comes from false narratives.
all men are pigs. They only care about looks. Sorry, no more. You can't have it both ways. And I hope it's clear that what I'm taking issue with is not the preference, it's the hypocrisy. I'm not going to sit here and shame women for not wanting to date short guys. What I'm saying is that if you're going to allow yourself to have dating standards based on appearances, then you need to let men do the same. If you won't date a guy because he's short, then men shouldn't date a woman because she's fat. You're both making decisions based on appearances. Either both of you are shallow or neither of you are.
I see who the real narcissists are. It's us women! I made a video saying I don't never believe the women first until I hear both sides. Everybody in the comments was like, oh yeah, it's giving pick me, it's giving men pick me. And then this lady, she posted a video because she was in a...
It's like she literally didn't even say I'm gonna like believe men or anything. She's no, I want to hear both sides, and then you're a pick me. Oh, okay. I logically want to learn that the truth, but I'm the pick me.
Yeah, gotcha. The guy was like, I just commend you for wearing a full skirt, you know, like I don't see it a lot later. And somebody else was like, it's giving male validation. You women are the wolf in sheep's clothing. You guys are
Turned into Harry Potter all of a sudden.
Women try to portray this image that men are just horrible people when in reality, it's us.
Are you kidding me? That all of this financial burden with my children is on me?
What?
This is not fair.
When a man shows you who he is, you have to believe him. When anybody shows you who they are, you have to believe them.
Like he doesn't have to pay nothing of it? Nothing?
That's the that comes with being a woman that is so ride or die about love.
Right, ride or die, but you initiated divorce? How is that riding or dying?
This is up.
Ladies and gentlemen, learn your partner before you jump ahead and fall in love with the words and all of that stuff that make up this fairy tale. Because when no one's looking, that's when everything just goes left.
Financially, the kids are my responsibility. I have primary custody of them.
Damn.
But I'm strong, and I'm here. I will always believe in love. Love is real.
Again, this is why we watch a lot of these videos, to harden men from things like this. Because I'm sure some of you men, if it wasn't for this clip being seen so often, you'd probably fall for this.
But
I'm sure you would.
I'm gonna take time to love on me and pour on me, and I want to learn this new woman that I am. This woman that has learned to emotionally be in control.
She thought divorce would be her early retirement and got a brutal reality check. But instead of taking accountability, of course, she's going to play victim and act like she did absolutely nothing wrong. I find it hilarious. She keeps bringing up love, yet in the video she's only complaining because he isn't obligated to fund her lifestyle.
You're a liar. Get out. I'm getting my lawyer involved.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a list of red flags, quote unquote. And all you have to do is just tell me if they're a red flag or if they're not a red flag.
Okay.
Okay? Alright. First one.
Mhm.
Says, I don't care where we eat, but then proceeds to say to no to every suggestion.
Not a red flag.
Okay. Fourth one.
Yeah, of course. Because it's everything you do.
Has at least 100 plus unread texts, but replies instantly when it's about drama.
Not red flag.
6. Has more than 5 bodies.
Red flag.
I don't know if this is like question 6 or 7, but is following a lot of guys.
Red.
Next one. Still has dating apps installed on their phone.
Obviously, that's a red flag.
Has been cheating on you for a few months now.
Obviously, a red flag. You're cheating. Nah.
Last one. Dyes their hair red.
Are you? Is this like an at me or something?
Oh, can you explain this?
What is this? I thought we were playing a game.
You know, this is just your Tinder profile.
Play your game, Mark. Do not post this anywhere.
Oh, I am.
I will get lawyers involved. You know.
If you're a man, let me give you a piece of advice. If you ask a woman on a date and it's very subtle and it's a calm date, coffee, brunch, a walk, nice sunset view, go watch the sunset together, and she says no and she's expecting you to take her to the Masoni room at the Bibelos, she's trying to get one over on you, and she's trying to see if you'll bite the bait.
I don't even know what room you were speaking of, but true.
It's an actual good woman, like a very beautiful, genuine woman. She's going to accept the very subtle date that you're trying to take her on, because that's when she gets to pick your brain.
True. My girl. Like I said, there's good women out there. You just gotta vet them. And you gotta put yourself in front of a lot of women to be able to find a good woman, right? You're not gonna be able to just find it by just stepping back and just letting things happen. You know, you gotta put in some work. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. And catch you guys next time. Ciao.